Hi guys, and welcome to a kind of tips and tricks tutorial on basically ARK Scorched Earth. So, a lot of people are like logging in and realizing that it's really hard to live here. Like, there's sandstorms, there's like major heat and things. So I thought I'd give some tips on the things that I figured out that have helped me get past those initial kind of stages. So we've got a few new Engrams. If you go into your like Engram points here, you take away the prime Engrams and you just see your Scorched Earth ones. There's some that you'll really want to pick up. So I haven't used preserving salt yet, but I know that it's something I will want to do in the future. So clay is a major thing because then you can make clay houses or the adobe houses. You'll want to get a tent. Now, tents actually shield you more than the adobe houses. So you will want a tent in whatever base you have, because when you come inside here, you see you've got insulation stats are up. You get increased insulation stats. So during actual sandstorms, you are safe. I'm not 100%, I'm guessing you'd be better off during heat waves too. So if you come into like the adobe house that I've made, you don't get anything bonus in here. It's not actually benefiting me at all, except that it's keeping me out of the weather. But it's not insulated, whereas the tent is insulated. Oh, we're stuck in the door. So a tent is a must. You can get them at level 10. They aren't that expensive to make, so you need thatch, fiber, hide, wood, and silk. Now, silk is something completely new to the game. Basically, you need to look for flowers on the ground. You cannot get silk from this. I'm pretty sure, yeah, no. And you cannot get silk from these guys, but you can get silk from the little flowers. See? Silk. Once you get to, I am pretty sure it is level 15, you can craft a whip. Now, with the whip, it is really easy to harvest things. So if we head over, the other thing is, on this map, you do not really want to be running unless you know you've got water nearby. You will drain your water so fast. Alright, so it looks like we've got a big heat coming in, so we can test out that tent idea. But I just knew there was a patch here, so if you use your whip, you get silk quite easily. You can use this to kind of harvest any of the berries and stuff. I don't know if it's more effective. I think it's more effective than by hand, but there's going to be other means that you can do it. You're not going to want to use it all the time, I think, in the future. But while you're starting out, it is definitely like a major thing that you might want to do. So then basically the first two things that you'll want to tame are the jerboa. So we're going to go tame one now. I've got one already, but I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to tame them. So the other thing is a boomerang comes in handy. You can throw them and they will come back to you. You can run over here. See, I completely moved and it came straight back to me. These help you knock out things. I've knocked out like a ton of parasaurs with them, and then you can easily kill them. So they are pretty good early on before you have like your trank arrows. The other thing, like, they do harm them though, but the jerboas take about 2 punches to knock out, so it's about 2 hits with the boomerang as well. It's about as effective. Now, if we can actually find one. Hello, kangaroo. So loud. Okay, there was tons over here. There we go, there's one. So these guys are always level 1 in the... Oh, okay, 1 hit knockout. That scared me. Thanks, kangaroo. So yeah, basically you can hit them out with a boomerang pretty much straight away. So let's... I don't have any tool out. Oh, what? They wanted me to harvest the rock. So yeah, basically, mejo berries is the same as most herbivores. Seems to be its favorite. And I have my taming right up. So that is basically how you get a jerboa. Now, these guys do actually level up. Like my little guy on my shoulder, he's a level 9. But they will only go the, like, whatever it is, 30 levels, basically. So they're pretty cute. Now, they seem pretty useless. Like, you look at them and you're like, oh, look, there's something for hide, easy hide to catch. You can knock it out, get it tied. yes, that is the case. They are hide, and it says that. So if we view their dossier, it basically says that it's an easy meal for predators and survivors alike, the latter of whom also value its hide. So basically, yeah, it is used for hide, but it actually in the early game has a lot better feature than that. So whenever a sandstorm is about to turn up, they will start chirping at you. Now, I'm going to cut to a clip right now of that happening, because it's not happening right now, so it's a bit hard to do, but they will start chirping at you. And basically that means that there is a storm coming and you need to get inside. And these storms, they can be brutal. So I'll cut to that and I'll show you what the storms are like. Hear that noise, guys? That is these little guys, this little guy here telling me that I need to move. I need to get inside. So we're going to wait for this storm, but I'm going to pop down my tent because I've been keeping it up because I noticed that the durability goes down if you leave them out. So we're going to place that there, and as you can see, a storm is rolling in. This side's completely clear. Now, this one means that it's actually going to come to us. Previously, these guys made some noise when I was over that way, and nothing happened. But see how they're like purring? We'll have a warning come up on screen in a minute, so I'll cut back in when that happens. So you guys can see here, they actually kind of like jut their ears back and wiggle their tail. I'm not 100% sure if wild jaboas do this, but this could actually help you when you're out as well. So I'm going to actually walk over here and see if we can get a wild jaboa and see if they're doing it. Though I think we might get hit by the storm first. Yeah, here it is. We need to get back quick. So we're going to get a warning up top. Now, is this a sandstorm? Yes. By the look of it. So we're going to jump in this one first, or is it? No, it's a lightning storm that they've warned us about. I think, or maybe there's lightning that comes with the sandstorms. Have they yet to get a warning? Interesting, so they warn you about all weather. Alright guys, so this storm is an electrical storm, as we noticed before, but it is pitch black out, so you can't see anything. I have definitely confirmed that the tent actually helps you. Going in here doesn't actually, like, even if I close the door, I am still, I'm in the door. I'm still cold in here, it doesn't change any of my stats, but coming in here does. Now this storm, although it also affects your like visibility, it also shuts down all electrical things, which in the later game will affect you. So that's something to notice. So these little jaboas will warn you about electrical storms, the heat wave, and also the sandstorm. And basically the tent is your go-to. So although we didn't get a sandstorm, I'm going to classify this as a good enough storm to show you guys an example of the tent working. So you definitely do need a tent at your base at all times, and I'd probably suggest having a chest full of them and just have them crafted at this stage, only because you can't actually repair the tent properly yet. You can pick the tents up again, so there's no issue with that. You pick the tent up and you can place it wherever you want. But at the moment I couldn't repair mine. I tried to repair it and it used the resources up, but it did not repair it. Alright guys, so now that we've seen what the storms are like, we've got, the next thing is basically water. Water is the most important thing on this map. If you don't have water, you're gonna die. Now, we've got water here. I am located exactly here on the map for your reference. So I've got a nice little water source. I'm not stressed. I got water for days. But sometimes you don't actually have that ability. So what I suggest is taming up a Morellatops. You can knock them out with a boomerang quite easily. I knocked mine out with a bow and arrow, just because it was quicker. But these guys, you can say, let's see, drink water. See how it goes down? If we then place him near water, maybe closer. You need to be pretty close to the water. He's probably not going to drink without... There you go. So see, he's drinking water. And that'll go up to 750 again. It should do. You're not gonna do it, buddy? Fine, I'll drink more water. But yeah, he will drink from the water source. And they will fill up their 2 humps that they've got. So for them, their dossier... No, wrong one. Survivor. If we find that... It's basically, yeah, a Morellodon and a Ceratops. But yeah, they basically have 2 humps. They're a major part of the desert food chain because basically to the carnivores they give water as well. When survivors discover how to tap into the water in a Morellotops hump without harming it, the docile creature became the desert's essential pack animal. So it's basically like a camel to a degree, except like you can't really drink from a camel. And they are actually... They're pretty fast. So, like, their general movement speed starts at 197, and he's not a high level at all. So, they're pretty handy to get around with. And they collect berries. Alright, guys, so by about level 15, you are able to craft a saddle for these guys. Same as, like, a raft and things, and that's basically what you're going to want to do. These guys are so quick that you'll get everywhere with them, basically. Once you have water in them too, you're pretty much good to go. However, I'm sure you guys are wondering, like, wait, what if I don't have one of those? I'm like really low level, I'm like a 5 or a 10. I don't have a saddle for them. You can just like tame them and bring them along with you. But the other thing is, if you don't want one as a dinosaur, like a pet, if you're in desperate situations, you can actually knock them out. And basically they will come with a full, like, humps full of water, I guess. And you can actually just drink from that, the knocked out one. You don't even have to kill them. You can just knock them out like you normally would and then leave them. Now, there are other ways to find water, though, too, especially early on, because sometimes the Morellotops aren't always where you want them to be. So you see these little bugs here? We've got an oil bug and a water bug right next to each other, but you can actually, and you don't have to kill these guys either, you can walk up to them and just drink water. They will run away, but you will get your drink. And then this one you can basically take oil from. And then I got 16 oil. And then you'll get oil. You can't tame those guys, they are untamable, it is not going to happen. The other thing that you can get water from is Oasis's kind of like water veins. Now, if I can find one for you guys, I will be right back. Alright guys, so coming up here we have found a water vein. It is nighttime now, so it's kind of going to get cold. But this is basically a water vein. Now you can drink from it, your Morellotops can drink from it, and you can also actually make a well. So this stone tap allows access to the water in an irrigation network, can refill containers, crop plots, and is also your drinking water. Now, these do dry up. So if you have a full tribe, they will dry it up, but it does replenish itself over time. So yeah, they're basically your sources of water in the game. I highly recommend getting a Morellotops. They are super handy. And probably the best source of water for you. As long as you need to be able to get them to a water source as well, though, unfortunately. So they're not just infinite sources of water for you. So we're going to head back to our base now. Well, guys, that's all we've got time for this episode. I hope these tips were helpful to you. You got to see a few things. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying Scorched Earth, and I hope you can survive a little bit longer with these tips. You can at least know where to get some water from. There is one other source of water, which is the cactus sap, which you can get just from cutting down a cactus over there. But the amount of water that it gives you really isn't worth your time of harvesting that. You're better off using your resources to find water elsewhere. At least that's what I've found. And yeah, the other thing just before we go, I found out not to leave the tent out. So, where is it? My tent's on me. The durability runs out, and at this current stage, from what I've noticed, I can't actually repair my tent, so you don't really want them breaking as much. And if any weather events happen, heat, sandstorms, or just generally leaving the tent out, it will actually lose durability. So they're not designed to be like made as like permanent structures, and this is why you have to have these other things. So yeah, thank you again so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more ARK, Minecraft, and indie games. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!